Welcome back to The Throw-In. I'm Ethan Brander.
And I'm Max von Gries.
This week we'll be going over some of the top performances of Week 7 and talk about some of the biggest stories in Week 8. This Thursday night, the Vikings' big brother and the Packers take on the hottest team in the league in the Arizona Cardinals. The big story surrounding this game is if Davante Adams is going to play. Adams was added to the COVID list on Monday and is in doubt for this week. Now, he still could play, but per the NFL's COVID policy, he needs to have at least 2 negative COVID tests a day apart and have no symptoms for 48 hours. So if he's on your team, watch his status, because if he does play, he should be an easy start. Now, if the Packers couldn't get any more injured and any more sick, earlier today, Packers' number 2 wide receiver in Allen Lazard was also added to the COVID list.
Ouch.
Dude, we have so many players on injured reserve and sick right now. It really sucks. But the same thing for Lazard goes for Adams. They both need to have 2 negative COVID tests and both have to be asymptomatic for at least 48 hours, and that has to happen before Thursday night, which will probably not happen. So Green Bay will look to Aaron Jones, Robert Tonyan, and Marquez Valdes-Scantling to handle the brunt of the Packers' passing attack, my bad. You know, with as many players out this week for Green Bay, I don't think anyone's going to give us a shot. But we have Daddy Rogers, so don't count us out just yet. Now, Max, how are we doing our picks last week?
Do you hear something?
I think
Do you hear that?
Wee-woo, wee-woo.
That must be the fire department, because me and Ethan are on fire with our picks. Jamar Chase continues to prove the doubters wrong. And let me tell you, if you're still doubting this cat, then you should seriously take a look at never watching football ever again. He ran circles around the Ravens, who thought they had a good matchup against Chase with Marlon Humphreys, but he even got burnt like some damn casserole. That combination of Chase's crisp route running and Joey Burrow's phenomenal passes, the Bengals are first in the AFC West and look poised to make a playoff run for the first time since 2015. Jamar Chase is too legit to quit, okay? Now, let's throw it over to a running back that can also throw the ball.
Yeah, Derrick Henry is having a hell of a season right now. The dude is averaging almost 27 fantasy points per game this season. People always say that the MVP is a quarterback-only award because it has not been won by a non-quarterback since your Minnesota Vikings won it with Adrian Peterson in 2012. So Derrick Henry started throwing touchdown passes. Now, Lamar and Kyler are still the heavy favorites to win the MVP, but Derrick Henry is doing everything he can to put his name in that conversation. I mean, every time the dude runs out on a break, whoever's tackling him has to make a financial decision on whether or not to bring him down. When he goes out, he is almost unstoppable, being as big as he is and as fast as he is. Henry is the most complete running back in the NFL, and by my opinion, the best right now. Now, Max, how are the Vikings doing?
The Vikings square off against the Cowboys this weekend for the final game on Sunday, and the Vikes are looking for a huge win against America's team. I will admit, Dak and CeeDee Lamb are having amazing seasons, not to mention the Cowboys' defense is practically Fort Knox, with one person in particular that I'd like to highlight, Travion Diggs. Diggs is arguably the best lockdown corner in the league right now. And he has 7 interceptions through only 6 games. So you've got to think that there's absolutely no way that the Vikings will have any success against Diggs and that rest of that stingy defense. Not so fast. Justin Jettas Jefferson, yep, this is my boy, ride or die, you know, Justin, I'm with you all the time. Jefferson has something to say about that. Justin Jefferson is just built differently. Travion Diggs just isn't that guy. You're not that guy, pal. Jefferson and Captain Kirk Cousins are going to dot up the Cowgirls. Oh, wait. Who is that? Who's that knocking at Jerry Jones's door? Ooh, that's right. That's Adam Thielen. Thielen and Jefferson go together perfect. Like grandma's cookies with some ice-cold milk on a Friday afternoon. You like that? Skol Vikes, baby.
Dude, can we borrow a couple receivers for this Thursday? We are so thin there right now.
I don't think you can. I'm not letting you take either of those two.
All right. Well, thank you for watching The Throw-In. Tune in next week to see us recap another week of fantasy football, and we'll tell you why Hunter Renfrow might be a player to look out for too. I'm Ethan Brander.
And I'm Max von Gries.
Have a good night.